Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the Rebirth events, or dungeons. Set 2 of these. And they're going to follow the same rules as the first ones, which is they are returning bosses from previous events, except they've been bumped up in difficulty. However, the one caveat is that they're only Apocalypse level. They're not Apocalypse Plus, which might have made some of these a bit rougher than they were the first time. As a result, they're still pretty rough, but doable. No, like, a big thing about this, do not get me wrong, in any way, shape, form, this boss is bad. Rebirth Valigarmanda is an extremely bad boss. The unblock, yeah, see? Immediately. Also, a worst character for that to hit. Her mind is the worst out of the entire party. Yeah, Nabat will be sitting out the fight for a little bit. A lot of it, actually. Well, about until now, and then that wears off again. I've had a lot of people contact me with like, how do I deal with this boss? And it's like, well, you run a mage team. They're like, I don't have a mage team. It's like, welcome to why I hate this boss. And this boss looks at your general setups for everything and says, no, actually, absolutely not. Yeah, the blizzard counter is way less of an issue though. The bat will be back with us eventually. It's going to take her a little bit, and just pretty much as soon as she is back with the party, she is going to hit Mind Break again. Welcome to the disco party. Exactly, it's extremely play by my rules or die. Which isn't fun in Record Keeper. Record Keeper is at its best when you can figure out a lot of goofy and fun ways to tackle bosses. Not, you have to fight the boss this one specific way or else. Speaking of which, Dissidia Squall had problems, but all in all wasn't a terrible boss. I think the only thing that really sucked about Dissidia Squall is the HP check. Mainly because the HP check meant you A, needed a decent healer to keep everybody alive, and then B, that healer also needed to be able to eat the HP check. If that healer could not eat the HP check, then why were you using them? Yes. The refight where you had to use Roaming Warrior Wall is exactly what is wrong with the Squall fight. Watch this. Boom, give no fucks. Come on, baby. The bat's gonna get to attack. What is this? One hit. No, this is pretty accurate to exactly how my my test run went. I'd say Nabat is the only boss, or not Nabat. Valigarmanda is the only boss that like you kind of need a couple breaks to beat. Any other boss you can make do with either having wall or a boost of some sort. Disco lights. That was weird. The party never stops at Criminal Shins. Oh my god, just need a little bit more damage. So here's where I'm going to get risky and not hit another mind breakdown. I should have enough time to finish this. Good. So the what's it? The words are escaping me as they always do. The magic lore on Rasmo is actually pretty useful in this fight. Your boy here likes to throw out some nasty single target magic. By the way, Northern Cross, actually pretty decent now, since it hits 4 times. Like, 20k damage isn't that bad. The big thing that Borgen here does is he does cast a Mega Flare. Mega Flare. God, I saw that 14 video on my head. A normal flare. Aside from that, not too scary. The AoE ice is pretty rough, but it's really just, hey, do you still have your ice resist on from Valigarmanda? If yes, then it's not too bad. If you fight multiplayer Ultros in single player, he complains. Nice. Oh yeah, I am also waiting for Borgen here to do the move. Yeah, the fact that you can slow Borgen really makes the fight way more manageable. Now, Ultimate Parting Gift, on the other hand, still does a lot of damage. But I have answers. Yeah, the other thing that is great is that Borgen's Ultimate Parting Gift does actually hurt himself. Finish him! Yeah, or just bring Larsa. Just bring Larsa. This will be the only fight that I actually bring Tyro. Actually, maybe the second fight. I think I might bring him in the next one too. See if I can get one off before he defends. Ah, piss. Oh well. Still does pretty decent damage. And I think the first time I'm using Power Charge. God, Vaughn, you do too much damage. What the actual fuck? Power Chain. Since the ability rework, and look at them 2 hits. Now, for reference, when that barrier is up, it's not just elemental resist. He gets a ton of defense, as we'll see when this power chain goes off. New dancer ability there. First time I'm actually using it. But yeah, see, that's doing a whole 1,000 more defense damage. But that new dancer ability is real nice. It's got a very short duration on it, but it's what's it called? It's a mag attack down on a command, which is like, yes, give me that shit. I love that I'm using Mug Bloodlust for damage. No. You do not actually get to have a shield anymore. I was waiting to see if that that barrier would go down. Oh well. Instant cast, huh? So, I would say V-Boy over here is probably the second hardest in the entire set. Just because of the barrier mechanic. The barrier mechanic can prove to be real hard. And you definitely need some damage to bust through that thing. And unless you have breaks and stuff like that, your non-elemental damage is going to be combat and thief, primarily. There's not a whole lot of other options. That's not to say those are bad options, those are actually still pretty fucking good, all things considered. It's just, you know, it'll be a bit slow going at times. Alright, we'll wait for this. Yes, there we go. Yep, as I figured, if I had done the full charge, we wouldn't have gotten the maximum damage on that dash and slash. Finish him with the full break. Destroy his guard forever. Yeah, but like on the topic of upgrade mats selling for money, fucking why? Why would I ever sell them? I'm not want for money. I guess newer players would. So that's fair. But newer players also need those upgrade mats. So Riku right now has an attack defense, an attack mag, and then an attack boost. Let's watch. Oh, it's weird that that's a 5-star summon that doesn't hit 3 times. Oh, who would have... Why would that happen? It is a mystery. Yeah, no, I recommend the 12 banner to a lot of people as well. Featured here, a boss who was not prepared for the ability rework. So that is another thing I should emphasize. Japan got the Rebirth dungeons before the ability rework. We are getting the Rebirth dungeons way after the ability rework. Pictured here, bosses not prepared for the ability rework. Oh, here comes a big move. Yeah, it's alright. Now that's a bug power. Alright, so here's your boy, ultimate weapon. You have a 13 turn time limit. Have at it. Pretty much power breakdown wall is enough to just deal with his physical attacks. So don't worry about bringing or like worming a Protectica into your team. Although I think I might have. We'll find out. No, actually I didn't. I think Corellia has armor breakdown. You want to prioritize DPS to the nth degree, so do not rely on your breaks at all. Your soul breaks take too long to cast, unless you have a bunch of instant stuff, which we do nowadays. But when this boss first came out, a lot of people focused on their breaks and bursts and did not have the damage. Ultima Beam is possibly the boss's most dangerous move, because I believe it is piercing. Ultima Beam also signifies your timers, because it uses it on turn 4, 8, and 12. So if you see that third Ultima Beam, you better have a way to kill the boss next turn. Power Chain Full Charge is a very good combo for this boss, especially with the addition of Power Chain hitting twice, just because it just does so much damage so fast. And again, there's your lightning resist at work. Lightning Ball uses more than anything else, really. Alright, I got my finger over the trigger here. I'm gonna wait for the proper finishing move. Combat King! Combat King is so good. That'll do. And there we go. Gimmick broken. So, yeah, just get somebody who can get full ATB pretty fast, slap Reflect on them, and then put Reflect on the boss, and you do not have to worry about their buffs at all. In the least. which makes this particular boss way easier. And furthermore, they'll throw Protect on your people from time to time. Now, the one thing I did notice is that Leviathan here seems to have some unnaturally high defenses, because yeah, like look at that Thundering Quad Strike with how high her mind is, or her attack is, just oddly high defenses compared to the other bosses. It does kind of feel like eventually Leviathan kind of wises up and stops using buffs on your party. And the other thing with this particular strategy that you do need to watch out for is the eventual party-wide AoE. Now, the one thing is that this strategy is not very mage team friendly. This is a very much physical team strategy. But not too much of a problem there, especially if we got dual debuffs. God, the multiplier on that is always so stupid. I always think that hits more times. And I'm always like really confused when it doesn't. And I'm like, oh right, yeah. Guy's Vengeance. There we go. There's the proper, there's some proper damage on that. When prepping for this boss, it's kind of a toss-up of what accessories you want to bring. Water, obviously, is very good for Tsunami. But Ice does cover the most of the spells that you'll be getting hit with. But double Tsunami turns seem to happen way more often than AoE Blizzard turns, if that's even in his repertoire. It might not be, so like fucking at that point, who cares? It's just single target Blizzard. Slot your things in and just tear the boss up. Ooh, I think Wall might have worn off. Wall extremely wore off, but we're done here. Yeah, just don't use a Gaze Armlet. That would be very bad. Alright, so that was the Rebirth dungeons, second time around. Yeah, Valigarmanda and Valeta? I can't remember what that that boy is called. But they're really the problem fights in that set. I'm going to be going away for a bit to MagFest, so there probably won't be any Record Keeper videos and or streams for a little while. But until the next set of videos and streams or whatever, I'll see you next time.